Hello. Just another afternoon ride way back home. Not a very pleasant kind of a weather, I must say. There are clouds, sun. If it's not too windy, this can be a lethal combination for humid. So this is as humid as it can get. Now, in the last vlog, I thought I started that log thinking that I'll be discussing in some niggles about the running in process as mentioned by Enfield. So I would start again. I'll just keep it short. So here we go. Basically, if you would have read your service manual, it says before the first service engine oil change, which is at 500 kilometers, you are not supposed to take your bike above 60 kilometers or 35 miles. Now, after, say, your first service is done, 500 kilometers done, engine oil change, from 500 till 2000, you are supposed to maintain a speed not more than 80, and of course keep varying the speed. Don't ride at a constant speed for a long time. Take breaks and all that, but yeah, 80 kilometers per hour. That is all okay, but where I always get confused when any manufacturer recommends a speed limit is because that may not be the best way to run in your engine. I can give you an example. Like say, right now I'm in third gear and I'm at 4,200 RPM and I'm at around 60-65. Now, if I am taking it say to 5,000 RPM and change gear, now I'm in fourth gear and I'm at 80 and still at 4,200 RPM, 75-80. Now, if I again accelerate and let's say again change gear at around 5,000 RPM, I again drop back to 4,000 RPM when actually my speed is somewhere around, it is 80 and I'm at 4,000 RPM. So that is why many manufacturers have started recommending, and it's not a new practice. A lot of them have been doing. I know Honda does it. I know KTM does it. Yamaha. I'm sure there are other manufacturers as well. So it does not make sense. I mean, they could have very well said that, okay, keep the RPM top. Don't exceed 4,000 RPM before first service, and then before second service, don't exceed your RPM by 500. Because like right now, if I drop down to second, see, I am at 5,500, but I'm still doing 60. So no, this is not just the right, speed is just not the right way to judge how smoothly and softly the engine has to be run in. So I have not followed that practice. I stuck to the RPM range. So like, say before my 500 kilometers were completed and first engine oil was done, I was maintaining a healthy RPM range between 3,500 and 4,000 RPM. Now, as you can see, it keeps me at 60. And even if I change to fourth, now this is again decent enough. And I am at 4,000 RPM and I'm exceeding 65. I'm a little bit over 65. Yeah. Now, I was having a problem with this initially as well, because now, like say, I moved to fifth. Yes, it's a long stroke motor, 411cc LS, as they say. So it can maintain a fifth gear at 3,500 RPM, but at 70, and that is the best. I mean, if I start to slow it down to bring it at 60 in fifth, let's see what happens. I drop to 3,000 RPM at 65 and the engine starts lugging. And trust me guys, when you're running in, lugging your engine and the higher gear at lower RPM is not the best idea. So yeah, that was never happening to me while I was running the bike in. So as I said, third or fourth gear, I was just maintaining a healthy 4,000 RPM. Then I was changing at 4,200-ish, so that whenever the RPM drops back, I was still staying safely above 3,500-ish, and I was not dropping too down low. Because below 3,500, the engine just... I'm going there again just to check. Yeah, in fourth gear it's okay, because I'm at 3,560, 62 kilometers basically. It is okay at this speed, but if I am to move to fifth gear, I drop to 3,000 at 65, that is. I cannot even maintain 60 comfortably, and even at 3,000 the engine is kind of lagging. So yeah, that is what I did. I feel comfortable riding in third gear at 4,200 RPM-ish in 60. That is a good enough speed for me. The engine does not feel strained. And the best part about it is, if you would have, obviously the bike makes its peak torque at around 4,500 RPM. So if I'm staying close to that mark at 4,000 RPM, any moment I have to accelerate without changing the gear, I can just accelerate and the bike will just go like this. And then I change again. So that is why if I'm cruising, I like cruising at least at around 4,000 RPM. Like I'm in the fourth gear right now, again 4,000 RPM and 70. So if I have to cruise, I will choose to cruise. That sounds rhythmic, kinda. Choose to cruise, but yeah, I'll stay at 4,000 RPM. In whatever gear I am in, does not matter. If I'm going slow, yeah, comfortable enough. Because if I have to accelerate, I can just roll the accelerator. Can't do it. Okay, there is a car. Now, again, 4,000. Yeah, so I do that. And here we go. It is how I have run in my engine. Please let me know if you think this is okay, if this makes any sense. Because I just don't feel comfortable riding it below 3,500. The engine starts to feel strained, like it's kind of very close to lugging. And I know that just, eventually ends up eating your crank bearings, would eventually even lead to worn out piston rings and piston cylinder. It's just a long list of damage that can be happening if you are lugging the engine. So 4,000, 4,500, comfortable cruising speed. I'm in fifth gear right now, 90 kilometers per hour. So that's around 55 miles per hour. And it's comfortable. It is just very comfortable. In fifth gear, any which ways, below 4,000 is not, I don't like it. So please tell if you have a different practice that you might have followed to run your engine in. And that was it for today. Kudos. Ciao.